Kurt and Amy, do you want to do intros and kick this off while people are still joining?
Yeah, sure. So for anybody who doesn't know us, you probably all do, but I'm sure we got some emails out to people that we weren't already in contact with. SellerRocket is a platform for helping brands get discovered and then by publishers and then featured in reviews content. We provide external traffic services as well as access to the editorial recommendations that are on Amazon, which are going live at a good pace again. So, but today we're going to be talking about external traffic.
Yes, and hey everybody, I'm Amy Weiss. I'm the founder of AmazingAtHome.com. I'm also an Amazon seller, and I sell on multiple other platforms as well. And I love to talk about external traffic because it is the #1 thing that you can do to kick your competitors' butt on Amazon. So I'm excited to talk to you about it today. And to help you guys be able to, do those things off of Amazon that are going to help you on Amazon. And there's so many different ways you can do it. And we're going to talk about all those different ways today, both free, paid, organic, lots of different ways, lots of different tips. My goal today is just to pour into you guys, give you as much value as possible. And I know Kurt and the folks at SellerRocket have that same aim. They just want to help you be better at your business and get the word out. Because that's the thing, we all launch products and sometimes we forget the marketing angle. We forget to tell people that those products exist. So I'm excited to be here today and to talk to you guys about getting the word out.
All right.
I'm Eric Sellarth. I'm a GM here at SellerRocket. I'll be monitoring the Q&A in the chat, so if you have questions, please feel free to send those in. And Kurt and Amy will be running the show here. So thanks again for joining.
All right. So I will kick things off and show a few examples of external traffic that we provide and talk about how the publishers that we work with are finding the products that they're featuring. So I just searched for the best pour over coffee maker, and a few examples I have here. There's CNN, there's New York Times. These are all review type articles, and our thesis is that these reviews that have an authority figure behind them, they tend to drive a much higher conversion rate because people are already looking for the best type of product. So what we do is we help get you in front of these publishers so that they know you even exist and can feature you in their articles.
And Kurt, maybe we can take one step back before we get into all this and just talk about why external traffic, right? So these are really great examples of external traffic, but why? And I would love to hear in the chat from some of our attendees today, why do you think that you should use external traffic? So external traffic is any traffic that is not on Amazon, right? That comes from off of Amazon. So that could be from social media, it could be from deal sites, it could be from these amazing, highly ranked Google articles that we see here, right? There's tons of different ways to send external traffic to your Amazon listings. Even if the traffic is pointed at your website, often it will still point to Amazon eventually because people like to buy things on Amazon. So they'll search for that same product and go, I wonder if I can get it on Amazon, right? So why external traffic? I just want to point out to you guys that only 51% of the people that shop on Amazon are going directly to Amazon to find products. 51%. That means 49% of the people who come on Amazon to buy a product are coming from off of Amazon. So if you're only running Amazon PPC and you're not doing anything off of Amazon, you're missing out on 49% of traffic that you could be driving. People, I don't know how many of you, but would love to hear from you in the chat. Many people, when they're researching a new product, they go to Google, right? 60% of Amazon's external traffic comes from search. And so what Kurt is showing us here is some of that search. He's showing you what can happen when customers are searching for that pour over coffee maker. What happens if they go directly to Amazon, they get so many pages of pour over coffee makers that they get confused and they're like, I don't even know. I need some authority to recommend something to me. So then they see, oh, CNN is recommending best pour over coffee makers. Let me go check that out. And we all know, and we're learning today, that we can actually pay for placement in these highly ranked blog articles, right? That people trust, right? We trust CNN. They can tell me how to make a good pour over coffee maker. So I just want to start there, you guys. Really think about that. Only 51% of Amazon's traffic is direct. The other 49% is coming from off of Amazon. What are you doing to get into that web footprint, right, of some of that traffic and get in front of those customers before they go to Amazon? Get them to trust you before they even go to Amazon. Then they're not worried about all those other competitors with all those reviews, right? They're looking at your listing and they're going, oh, wow, well, they were recommended by CNN. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go with this one, right? So what do you think about that, Kurt, in terms of like, for example, this pour over coffee makers from CNN? It's highly ranked. If I just write my own review of pour over coffee makers on my website, am I going to make it to the top of Google search?
No, not without a lot of help, a lot of backlinks.
There you go. So this is like cheating, right? It's like cheating. So I just put a bunch of my products were in the top 10 list for Black Friday deals. And I used content marketing just like Kurt's showing you today. And to get my products in those top 10 lists. So let's talk about, we talked about, why external traffic. And also, you guys, something important to note, external traffic ranks your product 3-to-1 over PPC. We've run extensive tests on this, extensive. We've been running external traffic since 2018, Google ads, content marketing, this kind of thing. 3-to-1 ranking on your best sellers ranking over PPC. So you cannot, I mean, because think about Amazon's algorithm, right? They're saying, oh my gosh, all of this traffic, 87%, I think, of Americans are Prime members. Amazon wants 100% of Americans to be Prime members. So if you're sending traffic and the algorithm sees that and it's a diverse traffic like this, especially from top ranked blogs like CNN.com, right? Amazon sees that and goes, ooh, this pour over coffee maker is super relevant. Customers are coming from off of Amazon to find it. Move that sucker up. Amazon has a 6 times higher conversion rate than other e-commerce websites for search. So when you apply external traffic to that, and you tell that algorithm, yes, I'm super relevant. I'm not only relevant on Amazon, I'm relevant off of Amazon, and customers are coming onto Amazon and searching for that thing and finding my product. Man, it moves you up. It's really, really crazy what it can do on your rank. So anyway, I know I've been talking for a while. So we talked about why external traffic and what forms can we utilize. And that's what Kurt was just bringing up, the different forms of external traffic. So let's go over some different forms. As you were saying, Kurt, you've got the articles here.
Yeah. So there's the articles that are being written by the publishers. The publishers are also, if you see this ad here, they're advertising their own placements that they've created, their own pages that they've created. The more eyes they can get on their content, the more that they're going to sell. So like, you're helping them help you by getting your products featured. And there was a question in the chat about why not use those publishers and direct the traffic to your website. And that's great. I mean, everyone wants to save some money and not pay out the additional fulfillment fees and whatnot if they're going to Amazon, but Amazon just converts so much better. And didn't you say, what did you say, like 6-to-1 or? What was the?
Six times higher. Amazon converts 6 times higher than any other e-commerce website as far as the search engine goes. But the reason that you would want to drive to Amazon, and the reason these publishers want to drive to Amazon, is customers see Amazon like a big box retail store. They see Amazon on par, like I said, like something like 87% of Americans are Prime members, right? They're shopping on Amazon on a regular basis, not to mention the pandemic even ramped that up even more, right? All of us saw our sales triple, during the pandemic because of the increased traffic online. But think about it from a publisher's perspective, right? If I'm a major publisher and I want to get those clicks, right? These publishers make money when they're able to send, when they're able to get buys from these other websites, right? So Amazon, pays that kind of affiliate commission to publishers. So and that doesn't cost you anything, right? Amazon pays that out because they love external traffic so much. But if I'm a major publisher, would I rather put bobsThingamabobs.com on there, or would I rather put, you can get this on Amazon, right? Amazon's a major channel. So there's a balance there. I definitely think that you should be doing some content marketing to your website. You should be writing blogs. You should be doing all those things to increase your website's rank. But even if you run traffic to your website, people are still going to go on Amazon and search for it. And I'll give you an example. I did some content marketing with a partner agency where what they do is they offer like a discount on your product through their website, right? And then they publish to you through content articles like this, right? What they want to do is they want to sell your product on their website and make some extra money from that besides what you're paying them to publish inside of these articles. And they offered a $10 coupon off of my product, a $10 coupon. What did people do, Kurt?
Did they take the coupon?
No, they went to Amazon and they paid $10 more. So some people did take the coupon, but they don't know that site, right? They don't trust it as much as Amazon. So some people did take the coupon, but what happened is my sales doubled on Amazon as a result of being in all these news articles and everything. And even though that particular publisher was offering a $10 off coupon to sell it on their site from these articles, right? They had like a deals link in there, right? People were still going to Amazon to buy it for $10 more. That's a significant, this is a $45 product. So to save $10 on a $45 product, you would think that, that wouldn't really make a huge difference in Amazon, but it did. It made a huge difference in the amount of traffic that was going to Amazon, even though the link was leading to their website with the $10 off, because people were still going, oh, that's a cool product. Oh, awesome. Let me go type that into Amazon. So yeah, that's the reason. You have to balance it. And we're not saying don't send traffic to your website. We're saying pick and choose your battles, right? If you have a major publisher like this, you want to send it to a major trusted source, and then sprinkle in some other content marketing and maybe your Pinterest pins, your Instagram shopping, shoppable posts, that kind of stuff. Drive that traffic to your website. Get a bunch of traffic going all over the place, and that's only going to help you on Amazon in the long run as well.
There's some posts we've had for our clients where they'll have a double link. I'm thinking of the LA Times specifically. It will have like the link to Amazon and a link to the brand's website. And what we found is that the LA Times converts when it's going to Amazon at like 11.5%. And if it's going to the brand's website, it's like 1%. So even if people are following those links, most of it's going to
I think
Amazon.
you also have to take into account that on people's website, it's not always optimized for purchase, right? So how many of us are spending time on our websites, like really working through that user experience and making sure that, you know, there's no problem when they add it to cart, you know, that you were doing upsells or cross sells, that people are going to trust that, right? Where on Amazon, they know their credit card's protected. They know that it's going to come right to their address. They know they've got that free prime shipping. So it's great to have both. It's great to build both. It's going to help your brand.
That was a good, we just got a good question from Sean. I get this question all the time. If the publishers will use the brand's Amazon attribution link, and the publishers, they get paid by Amazon through their link. So they're not going to want to use someone else's link.
And that goes for influencers too, which is another form of external traffic. So let's say that you find a really good, you know, like for me, cat blogger, you know, I'm in the cat business. And so my brand is based on cats. And I found a couple of cat bloggers that are pretty decent, pretty ranked, you know, sent them my product, asked them to just write up something about it and create some content. And, you know, I wouldn't ask them to use my attribution link. In fact, a little hack that you can use is you can actually find Amazon associates using the search term amzn.to. You can use that search term. And then what you can do is, if that associate is already promoting products like yours, you can reach out. So if you're working with some micro influencers or a blogger, you can reach out to them and say, hey, I noticed you're an Amazon associate. You know, I would love to send, my product is on Amazon. I would love to send you a sample, have you do some content on it. And you can even offer, if they're really responsive, you can even offer to double their commission, because Amazon only pays 3% in some categories of the purchase price as an affiliate commission. So that 3%, let's say you have a, you know, whatever your product price is, no matter what though, that if the customer purchases, whatever that commission is that they get from Amazon, it's gonna be like 30 cents, 50 cents, depending on the cost of the product, right? But you can offer to double that commission. So if you have a good relationship with that person, you can say, hey, send me your associates report at the end of the month, and I'll double whatever you made. Guess what? It's a lot less than a click for PPC. So, and you're getting external traffic at the same time. So that's a little hack that you guys can use. And to find those, you can just go on like YouTube, which is another form of external traffic, right? And I would love for you guys to talk about how your publishers sometimes use YouTube in video marketing. But let's say we go on YouTube, right? And we search for, let's say I'm selling cat toys or cat care products. I can search cat care space amzn.to, and now I see all the videos where in the description they have those associates links. So that's just a tip for you guys. And what about you guys, Kurt? How do you, for really great authoritative sources, how do you guys utilize video marketing?
So each one of the publishers that we work with have their own methods for promoting products. And some of them, they'll do like deal newsletters, and like as we saw in the search results, they'll sponsor their post. They'll do social media posts. I think social media would be the place where we're going to find a lot of videos.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too, like on Mashable, for example. I just had an article published about the top 10, Black Friday deals for cat people. And I noticed in the traffic bump, it's not just the article, it's also on their social media. And a lot of these publishers, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of these publishers have multiple social media channels. So all I did was search for my product that day, that all of a sudden my traffic was just through the roof, right? And that's the thing about using publishers like this, is you're not just going to get this thing that you're seeing on the screen here. This is going to be shared across everywhere, like their emails, their websites, their social media channels, affiliate social media channels, because think about all the people that promote different deals and stuff, they'll share this. right? So it's like you just get a huge bump. It's not just this one thing. You get a humongous bump across social media, across, you know, everywhere, like their email list, all of that. So it's just such diverse traffic for one post.
You mentioned multiple channels. This here in front of us, this ad from Best Reviews, this is bestreviews.guide, which is another Best Reviews channel. So they're putting these articles out on, like, this is a totally different website, but it's Best Reviews still, similar articles. So there's sometimes we work with publishing entities that have many websites that they publish through. And so getting your product featured by one of these publishers, it is being pushed out to multiple channels, like multiple sites. And then each one of them probably has their own social media. And so, yeah, you get pushed out pretty far.
And
there was a question
about how these guys, so let's say that they sign up with SellerRocket and they get their, they get in some of these top 10 lists, they get in some of these really great publishers' articles. What I would love to do is give them tips on how they can get 10x on that. Right. So already you guys see that there's these publishers are sharing everywhere, right? They're sharing on social media. They're sharing on different websites that they own. They're promoting it on Google Ads. They're doing all the things, email lists, all of that kind of stuff. And what you can do with that. So this is what we do every time our products get featured in a news article or one of these major publishers' articles. We go and we create FOMO posts, right? So I take those logos from each of those channels and I'll throw them in Canva and create a social media post that says, we were just featured here, 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 and here. Do you not have this product yet? And people are going to see those major channels, that major authority, and they're going to be, oh my gosh. So now I just took that and I tripled it, right? Or use those featured things in your pitch decks. Use them on your website, right? Say, hey, we were featured here, 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 and here. And suddenly that makes your website look so much more authoritative. That's going to increase your conversion rates on your website. So I want you guys every time, like I tried out for Shark Tank in 2018 and I didn't get picked for the show. But you know what? I sure did use that for press. So I hired a media guy and I was like, let's publish this on all the platforms. I tried out for the Shark Tank. This is my story, so that's press right there. That's good press. People are interested. I still use the name of Shark Tank to create a buzz around my trying out for the show, even though I didn't get picked, right? And that got a lot of traffic to the website. And still to this day, if you search for it, like if you search for my product or whatever, those articles are still on top. And so what's great about being published in some of these articles is it's the gift that keeps on giving. It's going to be on the internet for a long time. It's going to remain ranked on the internet for a long time. So when somebody searches pour over coffee brewers from 6 months from now, these articles are still going to pop up, and they're going to pop up way before your own content that's on your website, right? The other thing, September 2021, I love that. The other thing you guys can do is create backlinks. So go to your blog and create an article about, we were featured here, and here's what we love about this, or whatever, and include backlinks to those major articles, right? So now that's moving you up in Google search as well. The other thing you can do is make sure that you guys are doing things on YouTube, because besides these major ranking articles, right, and then you can utilize this authority in your YouTube videos as well. But do unboxings, do how-tos, do unboxings, do your own versions of product reviews, right? Because people actually search for that, right? So like pour over coffee unboxing, right? And do an unboxing of your product, maybe do an unboxing of a competitor's product, do a top 3, whatever, right? But you can mention, and this product was featured in this, and this. And then you do 2 other ones and they don't have as much pizzazz, right? But you're showing that you're reviewing other ones as well. So just every time you guys work with a publisher like SellerRocket, you want to make sure that you're utilizing all of that everywhere, because it really will make your post that much more authoritative, and it will drive more traffic to you as well.
So just a time check here. So we're down to about 4 minutes left. And Kurt, one thing that I wanted to make sure that that we went back to, Amy brought up a great question there about sort of how can a client of SellerRocket get the most out of our services. So could you talk a little bit about how we see people use on Amazon and off of Amazon editorial content together that kind of helps grow their brand? We see the best lift there. Could you maybe address that?
Yeah. So the editorial, well, okay. So external traffic, it's helpful for improving your organic rank. And the other half of what we do is with the Amazon editorial recommendations. I would try and pull one up, but it might take a while. And so the editorial recommendations work best if you're already ranked on the first page for the search terms that you're targeting. Otherwise, because of the way that the editorials show, it's based on the algorithm, and if you're not on the first page, you're less relevant for it. It's gonna hold down the conversions. And so, yeah, it works out much better if you're ranked on the first page. So by using external traffic, it is a good segue to get you ranked higher. So it's more likely that that editorial is going to work.
So what options do these guys have with you guys? So if they're wanting to get started with all of this and they're like, yes, I'm convinced I want to do this, what options do they have with SellerRocket? Can they just get, is like one package? Can they pick and choose? Like, how does it work and where do you feature them?
Yeah, for most Amazon sellers, we have two services that they're going to want to look at: Amazon editorials or external traffic. And you could do them both as a combination, or just one individually, or certain products are doing external, certain products are doing on-site. And so, yeah, there's a lot of different package combinations that you can choose from, and it's unique to each product. So I like when sellers reach out to me and say, hey, I have this product, like, what could we do with it? Because sports products, we have like new year, new use coming up real soon, and so sports products are really great. We have publishers that love featuring sports, health, fitness, outdoor recreation type products, and their content ranks on the first page really easily. Just work out, Matt. This article, it ranked, what is this, number 2 or number 3 overall in the search results almost immediately. It's been up for just over a month. And so there was a good question: what works better, internal or external recommendations? So if you're not ranked on the first page, then you might have a bad experience with the Amazon editorials. You might not even get it to show on the search page. But for the products that are ranked on the first page, they're running an aggressive PPC strategy. The editorial works as a page optimization. So it really makes that search term work a lot better for you. It'll convert like it's a branded search page. External is really great for improving your organic rank. And it's the gift that keeps on giving, as Amy said, that piece of content is going to live for a long time out there. The editorial recommendations, I think, are the most powerful, at least that I've seen. We can measure. I saw there was a question from Sean about being able to measure the effect. We do have a dashboard, and part of our relationship with these publishers is they share the commission report that they get from Amazon, and so we know which transactions they're being paid a commission on, and you can verify this back against your Seller Central data.
Yeah, I love that about SellerRocket, that you guys offer a dashboard so that people can check like what's working, right? What what traffic are you bringing them and how is it converting? I think that's something that's unique about SellerRocket as compared to some of the other PR type of firms that I've worked with is, yeah, I can pay for this article to be published or, any of these other things, but how do I actually track that it's working? And that's something that's unique about SellerRocket is that you guys actually track what you're doing because that's how you get paid, right? You get paid that commission off of how many sales you're driving for clients. So I think this is just a really great way for them to work with a publishing tool like this and actually be able to see what is working best. So they can go, oh my gosh, that Sports Illustrated article is just, man, it's driving some, it's driving some conversions, right?
There was a question, what if you receive bad external traffic that doesn't convert? Will Amazon penalize organic ranking?
So can I answer this one?
Yeah, please do.
This is the #1 question I get because I teach Google ads at a lot of big events and stuff like that because we've been running Google ads for a long time. And so the answer is yes and no. Are you going to be penalized by Amazon if you use if all of your traffic is coming from one source and it does not convert? Yes, you will be. If you're sending, let's say and this is where people are getting in trouble with their rebate flows, right? They'll use one rebate website and it's coming from that one link and it's not converting. And they're like, what the heck happened, right? Or they'll stop their rebates and all of a sudden they're on page 10. Because the algorithm saw that and went, no, that was pretty obvious there that, you're trying to manipulate rank and traffic, right? But this is diverse traffic, you guys. This is anytime you run a Google ad or you utilize some of these different like ads and stuff like that. Remember what Kurt said about how every time they publish an article, it's coming from all over the place, right? Their email list, their different websites. It's not just coming from one link. So it does the opposite. It sends diverse traffic to your listing, and that's good. Whether it converts or not, it doesn't matter because you're sending, of course, it does even better if you convert, which is why you should always check your listings. You should always check your listings against others on the page and make sure that you have a good offer. And a free offer that I have for you guys today, if you're wondering if your listing is ready to start running external traffic, send it to me. I will give you a free review. I will tell you what you need to do for free. I will send you a video of me going through your listing and telling you exactly what's wrong with it. So you can go to amazingathome.com and go underneath the services menu and choose free listing review. And I will send you a listing review and I will tell you whether you're ready to start working with SellerRocket or whether you're gonna send some traffic, because I never want you to pay for clicks if they're not gonna convert, right? So I'm gonna be real honest with you and say, yes, you're ready. Go sign up, go run some external traffic, run some Google ads. But if you are not, I'm gonna also be very honest, I'm a straight shooter. So go underneath the services menu, Kurt, on the top there on the right, and click free listing review.
Free listing review.
Yep.
There you go.
And you guys can just fill out this little form here. It will go to my email and I will send you a video of me going through your listing and I will tell you exactly what's wrong with it or what's right with it, what I love, what I don't love, what you should be concerned about. So this is an offer for you guys today from me, and that hopefully answers that question. Awesome. Well, do we have anything else? I think that's the end, right, Kurt?
Yeah. Yep. We went just a little bit over, but
well, I hope you guys have
great.
been inspired to run some external traffic. Definitely get out there and, of course, start with your listing, start with your offers, make sure that those things look great, but then diversify, right? Get some different, if you can get the opportunity to be featured in an Amazon editorial, or if you can get an opportunity to be featured in some of these really authoritative press articles, you're going to win. Like I said, it's the gift that keeps on giving. So give it a try. And then don't forget what we said, how to 10X it, use it yourself, use it for press, use it to share, featured on your website and in your images and all of that. And that's really just going to take everything that somebody like SellerRocket's going to do for you, and it's just going to just create a snowball effect.
Right. Thank you, Amy.
Would you
there's
answer
one
my
person.
question? What was your question? Let's see. Let me scroll up. How do you get your products to rank on page 1, and how long does it take? Well, it depends what page 1. Okay, so page 1 can be many things. Like my products are ranked on several page 1s, right? So the most important thing you can do is focus first on your search engine optimization in your listing, right? So that's the first thing that you need to do. You need to focus on medium tail keywords and not just short tail keywords. So like if I'm selling a water bottle, I don't want to focus on the keyword water bottle. I want to focus on the keyword water bottle with straw, or water bottle, blue water bottle, or double sealed stainless vacuum sealed water bottle. I want a longer tail keyword because it's really hard to get on page 1 for water bottle. So you want to focus on those medium to long tail keywords. You want to make sure that you are optimizing for search so that the algorithm sees you as super relevant for those keywords. And then step 2, run traffic. So after you have optimized for that search, you want to tell the search engine who you are and why you're relevant. And how you do that is on Amazon PPC, exact matches or phrase matches for those medium to long tail keywords for those top 5 page 1s that you want to be on. And then if you really want to crank up the juice, I make everybody in my program choose 3 forms of external traffic. Everybody else who ranks, their rank chart looks like this, right? Our rank charts in our program, when we launch our products and choose 3 forms of external traffic, they go like this in the beginning, and then they just go, and that's what I want you to do. You will be on page 1 for all of your major keywords, and you will stay there. External traffic helps you stick the landing. So if you just do a bunch of giveaways to fake out the algorithm, right? And then you stop all that external traffic, what's going to happen? You're going to be back on page 10. But if you keep that external traffic going and you have good SEO, a good foundation, a good listing from the beginning, you're going to maintain your ranking on page 1, and your competitors are going to be wondering what the heck you're doing to stay there. And the answer is you're doing external traffic. So, and you have a good foundation in the first place. So make sure that you're ranking well for your SEO keywords, and focus on what page 1s you want to be on. All right. Thank you, Kurt, for having me today. Thank you, SellerRocket. I hope that you guys have found this super, super helpful. Anybody who wants to reach out to us, we're at amazingathome.com. Again, hit us up for a free listing review. We're happy to do that. And don't forget SellerRocket.io. Kurt gave his email, Kurt, C-U-R-T, at SellerRocket.io. To start working with SellerRocket. They're going to do an analysis of your products too. They want to have a successful relationship with you. So they're not just going to say, oh yeah, it's great. You know, they're going to look at your products and they're going to go, ooh, you're going to be good for Sports Illustrated next month, right? So they're going to look at your products and help you develop a really great strategy, because the longer term relationship they have with you, the better off they are. So, you know, that's what you guys want, right? You don't want a customer that's going to pay and not get results and then complain and leave you. You're in there for the long run, right? You want to keep driving traffic for them and keep getting good results for them so that you have happy customers. And I know you guys, at the rate you guys are growing, you have a lot of happy customers. So thank you so much, Kurt. And thanks everybody for being here, and reach out to either of us. We're happy to help. And we wish you guys nothing but like massive success this Q4 and beyond.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Amy. Glad we invited you.
All right. Bye, everybody.